Okay, guys, so this is from last week. We're going to do a little bit of last week's content first, just to make sure we don't forget what we're doing. You have this equation that all equals y. This equation also all equals y, so you're allowed to take this and plug it in where the y is. And today's lesson kind of talked about that too. So when I rewrite this equation, I'm going to cross out y, and I'm going to replace this with y. So 4x plus 5 equals 2x plus 21. And now I can solve this system. I'm going to go letters to the left. Okay. Then I'm going to go constants to the right. And x equals 8. Okay. Please write these down and post them. Write and post for extra credit. I'll give you some extra points on this homework if I see that you've done this, okay? Doing the Edpuzzle will give you credit, but I also want to see you actually posting your work. It's super important to me. All right, now I'm going to go ahead and go down a little bit and get into what we did today. So today's concept was, let's just say 2x plus 8y equals, let me see, one second here. All right, sorry about that. Let me make sure my equation was good. Sometimes I make them up and they're not perfect, but this one is a good one. Now, what we learned today and what we're trying to go over is this idea that we have to solve this. We're trying to solve this by getting rid of one of the variables. Basically, we want to just solve for x. We don't want to have x and y in the equation. We just want to solve for x. The only way we can do that is by plugging in or replacing. When I look at this bottom equation, I can see that all of this in the parentheses equals y. So I can plug in this parentheses wherever y is in the other equation. All of this equals y, so I can plug this all in right where I see y. All right, and that's what I'm going to do. Underneath here, I'm going to go 2x. I'm rewriting this top equation. I can just even put that down there. I'm rewriting it. 2x plus 8 equals 36. Instead of putting y, though, 2x plus 8, there's no more y because I know what y equals. I'm going to do x plus 2. I'm going to replace that right there, okay? Give you a little bit better understanding. Again, this is all going to go here. So now you're just going to solve this equation. We're going to distribute first. So we're going to get 8x plus 16. 8 times 1, 8 times 2. Bring down the 2x. After we distribute, our next rule is to combine like terms. We're going to do that. I'm going to get 10x plus 16 equals 36. Now we're just going to try to keep going until we get rid of our constant. We move that over. 10x equals 36 minus 16 is going to be 20. Divide 10. X equals 2. All right, again, the main concept here was to plug in this right here. We have y equals x plus 2. This x plus 2 gets to go where the y is. All right? Okay, so next question. What am I going to substitute into the equation? What am I going to take and replace into the equation? What am I going to take and replace into the equation? So when I look at this, I see a bunch of stuff up here. 3x, y equals 21. But down here, I see a y equals all by itself, right? You see that y equals is all by itself. So we know y equals here. So whatever that's going to be, boom, you're going to replace that. And where is that going to go? where the y is. It's going to go where the y is. If you're ever solving an equation and you see x's and y's, there's something wrong. It's going to go where the y is. All right. So now let's go ahead and replace this or write this out. Negative 3x plus 2. I'm just going to leave that there for now. If you don't know what's going on here, all I did was rewrite the top equation. But now plug in 4x plus 3. And let's just solve this equation. You are more than capable of solving this. Everything is on this side. There's no letters to the left. You don't have to move anything over, but you do have to distribute. And then after you distribute, you do have to combine like terms. All right. This is going to be 8x plus 6 negative 3x, okay, equals 21. Now, 5x plus 6 equals 21. Subtract 6. 5x equals 15. X equals 3. Okay. This is the building blocks of solving with substitution. Why do they call it substitution? This right here is substituting for here. It's replacing the y. A substitute basically replaces. All right? Great job. I want you to post your work in there for extra credit.